officials check with the floor captains, give final words to everybody. The basketball is in the air, and we're underway. Franklin County controls the tap. Mitchell to Bernard, down low. Bernard sticks in 2 off the glass, and Franklin County grabs a 2-0 lead. Full court pressure in backcourt. Marshall has the basketball. He'll give it up in backcourt to Robinson. Carlos Trotter on Dwight. Robertson tries to drive on Trotter, and Trotter steps in front of him, and a block and a whistle blows.
Very, very quick first step by that young man. He just more or less exploded toward that basket.
That's going to be a good matchup tonight in the backcourt.
The Falcons take the ball out. They throw it in, and it goes in backcourt, but it's run down back there by Gillum. Gillum will throw the ball across the court to Yates, and Yates will give it on the right side. A 3 is put up and doesn't go, but the rebound comes down to the Falcons, and underneath, Franklin County gets on the floor. We have a hell ball, and the possession era is pointing to the visitors, so it will be Falcon basketball.
That was Carlos Marshall that put up that 3 for the Falcons. It was a little short.
Dwight Robinson steps out, gets the ball inbounds on the baseline on the right side to Marshall. Marshall turns and comes out front to Robinson. Robinson to Yates. Yates swings it left side, and the shot is put up by Thornton. He hits the 3, and the Falcons lead it 3-2. 1 minute gone in period number 1. 7 minutes to play in quarter number 1. It's 3-2, Fauquier County. On the other end, Franklin County with the basketball. Gill on the wing on the right side. There's Mitchell way out front. Mark goes in the paint, puts up the jumper that doesn't go. The rebound comes off to Dwight Robinson, and here come the Falcons the other way. Trotter picks him up at midcourt. They swing it on the wing on the right side to Carlos Marshall. Marshall bringing the basketball out to Yates. We got a whistle blowing and a foul being called on Franklin County.
That foul going to be on Mark Mitchell, his first.
That's the second team foul. So the Falcons will take it out of bounds. Dwight Robinson steps out under his own basket. Goes right inside with the ball to Thornton. He puts it up. Doesn't go, but he's fouled. The whistle blows, and the Eagles have committed 3 real quick fouls. Timmy Gill committing this one.
Played about a minute and a half, and already the Eagles have picked up 3 team fouls. It's definitely going to be a factor before we get to halftime.
Mike Thornton will go to the charity stripe. His team leads it 3-2. He'll have 2 shots. Thornton puts a high arch of the ball. It doesn't go. He has 1 left. 6:39 to play in period number 1. 3-2. Next shot is up. It's good. It's 4-2. Fauquier County. Trotter down court with the basketball for Franklin County. Carlos swings it left side on the wing. There is Travis Fuller. Fuller almost has the ball. Take it away. Gives it up to Cordy Bernard. Bernard out between the circles. Bernard swings it left side. There's Mitchell down low to Travis Fuller on the baseline. Fuller drives around his man, takes it to the hoop. It doesn't go, and the rebound is finally pulled down by Carlos Marshall, and he'll throw it away coming up court. But the Eagles, they say, touched it last, and the Falcons will get it right in front of the scores table.
Was Carlos Trotter touching the ball last as he caught up with Yates as he came up the floor and tipped it out of bounds.
Rod Helms checks in for Franklin County.
Fuller made a good move to the basket that last time, but he put the ball up a little bit hard, and the rebound came down to the Falcons.
Fauquier has the basketball on the wing on the right side. There's a shot being put up. A 3 is hit by Dwight Robinson, and it's 7-2. Travis Fuller on Franklin County's end. He pulls up. He takes the jumper. He hits it. It's 7-4. About 15 feet away on the right wing that time. Meanwhile, down on the other end, Franklin County picks off a pass as they try to go inside to Thornton from Marshall, and the Eagles have it going the other way. Mitchell is going to try to go in the paint. As he moves in, he's going to be fouled. Looks like it'll be on Calvin Yates, number 30. We'll wait for the official signal. That's who it is. Yates' first team foul, number 1. Franklin County will take the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. Mark Mitchell steps out to throw it in. Mitchell's going to throw the ball away, and the Falcons pick it up. They have a man down court. They pass it to Dwight Gillum. He'll stick it in, and the Falcons lead it 9-4. 5:30 to play. Period number 1. Trotter on the Eagles' end of the court to Mitchell out front. Mark goes to Timmy Gill right side. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell down on the baseline. Puts it off the glass. It doesn't go. And Timmy Gill goes up on the back of somebody, and he's going to be called for the foul.
I believe that's going to be Timmy Gill's second personal foul.
Fourth team foul. 9-4, the Falcons. Down court, they throw the basketball, a long pass, and it's put in by Carlos Marshall. The Eagles don't get back. It's 11-4. Mitchell on the Franklin County end. Mark takes it underneath, goes in too far. Gets his own rebound, though, puts it back and scores. 11-6. 5 minutes to play. Franklin County's Mark Mitchell gets by his man out front, dribbles around. Mike Thornton lays it in. It's 11-8. 4:35 to play in period number 1. Cordy Bernard getting set to check back in the basketball game for Franklin County. The Falcons on their end. The ball out front to Yates. They go inside with it to Gillum. A turnaround jumper's put up. No. And Rod Helms rebounds it. Franklin County runs it the other way. Mark Mitchell's going to take it all the way down. He's going to be fouled from behind. Looks like Dwayne Gillum reaches in. Mitchell had gotten by Gillum, and he fouled him from behind.
Well, that's where that third official comes in. The lead official didn't see it, the trailing didn't, but the one from the side caught that foul.
11-8.
Early on in this game, these two teams are almost mirror images of one another, both relatively small and both extremely quick.
Cordy Bernard is out of bounds to throw the ball in for Franklin County. Bernard gets it right underneath to Mitchell. And Mitchell muscles his way up to score. It's 11-10 with 4 minutes to play in period number 1 in backcourt. Trotter has his man picked up. They pass it down court. Taking it underneath is Marshall.
Mitchell blocked that shot.
He's rejected, as you say, by Mitchell. We have a hell ball, and the arrow points towards Franklin County this time. 11-10 is our score. Bernard steps out of bounds, comes into Carlos Trotter, and Carlos will walk the ball of court. Gives it right side to Mitchell. Mark goes baseline, drives in, and he's fouled.
That foul's on number 10, Carlos Marshall for the Falcons.
No, they're going to call it on Gillum.
That's number 2.
Well, Marshall was the man that I thought it was on too, but they called it on Dwayne Gillum, the 6'3 sophomore, and Mitchell's at the line to shoot two. He can give the Eagles their first lead of the, or actually won't be their first. They got the first bucket. Roderick Patterson checks into the Falcon lineup, 5'5 junior. Also coming into the lineup is Mike Thornton. He'll replace Gillum.
On the line, hitting 2 shots.
Mitchell shot is up. It's good.
Mark Mitchell is a 73% free thrower on the season.
It's 11-11. Rod Helms in the ball game for Timmy Gill for Franklin County. Mitchell has 1 left. He hits it, and the Eagles lead for the second time in the ball game, 12-11 in backcourt. The basketball is given to Patterson. Patterson brings it across the timeline to Robinson. Thornton at the top of the court, wing right side. The 3 is on the way, and it does not go. And let's see what happens. We got a foul being called, and I think it's going to be on Franklin County. Maybe Cordy Bernard. We'll see. That's exactly what it is. Bernard's first personal. Team foul number 5, and already with 3:41 to play in period number 1, the Falcons are in the 1-1. Going to the line will be Roderick Patterson.
Patterson on the line, well, one thing we can see already that the Falcons are definitely not afraid to shoot the 3-pointer.
He misses the front end of the 1-1, and Cordy Bernard gets the rebound. They give it to Fuller, up court to Mitchell. Mark turns around. Mark's going to take it in. He'll put it up off the glass. It won't go. It's tipped back by Rod Helms. His shot doesn't go, and it's lost off the hands of Marshall. Carlos pulled off the rebound, but lost it out of bounds. 12-11. 3:30 to play in period number 1.
Here in the early going, it looks like Mark Mitchell has instructions to take the ball to the basket because that's certainly what he's done here early in the first half.
Joe Jones, the 6'5 sophomore, checked in the ball game for the Falcons. Eagles get the ball inbounds. They go to Trotter. Carlos, a turnaround jumper off the glass, doesn't hit. And Cordy Bernard fighting for the rebound. He can't get it as it's finally pulled off by Roderick Patterson. Patterson gives to Jones. Jones to Marshall. They swing it wing left side. Another three is on the way, and it's hit by Dwight Robinson. 14-12, and boy, I heard that the Falcons like to put up the three, and they're doing it here tonight. The Eagles have the basketball on their end of the court. Fuller gives it to Trotter. Carlos is going to take it to the hoop. The scoop layup misses. Underneath, there's another held ball, but I think a foul is going to be called on Trotter on this one. If so, that's number 2 on him. And it is on Carlos Trotter. Kenny Wade, a 5'11 senior, coming in for Franklin County, along with 6'1 senior Richie Gallimore. And we walk down to the other end, and Joe Jones is the young man that Trotter fouled. He will be at the charity stripe to shoot the 1-and-1. Brian Marshall checking into the lineup. He'll replace Carlos Marshall for the Falcons.
Thus far, the Falcons 1 out of 4 from the free throw line tonight.
14-12. Jones' first shot is in the air, good. 15-12. The officiating crew, by the way, is not out of the Commonwealth or Roanoke Valley District tonight, either one. Jones has one shot left. And he hits it. It's 16-12. Franklin County brings the ball up. Travis Fuller dribbles all the way up on the wing on the right side. Stops his dribble. Looking to go to Gallimore. He does. Richie's going to take it down and force up a shot that hits. Gallimore had Jones all over him, and he hit that one. 16-14. Franklin County, a lot of full court pressure in the back court. They get the ball to Jones, and Joe quickly takes it up. Gives it off to Marshall. Marshall looking to go someplace with the basketball. He does. Comes out front to Thornton. Thornton's going to try to go in the paint. Forces up a shot that doesn't go. And the rebound comes off to the Falcons. And Joe Jones will stick it back and score. 18-14. Fauquier County leads it. 2:05 to play in period number 1. Travis Fuller in the paint with the basketball. Goes to the hoop, but he's fouled out front, the official says.
We're going to call that no shot attempt, probably be 1-1. No, not a 1-1 yet. That's a 4th team foul on the Falcons.
Robinson commits it. And as you said, Steve, it is team foul number 4. So Franklin County will take the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. Carlos Marshall checking back into the lineup for Fauquier. He will replace Dwight Robinson. Also coming back in the lineup is Calvin Yates. Yates comes in the game for Roderick Patterson. 18-14, 2 minutes to play in period number 1. Gallimore steps out. Richie looking to get the ball inbounds. Comes into Kenny Wade. Wade's going to take the jumper from 8 feet away. That's his shot. And he hits it. 18-16. In backcourt with the basketball is Marshall. Travis Fuller on him as they go up court. The Falcons with the basketball. Yates has it. Gallimore on him. They give the ball up to Marshall. Marshall comes out front with it to Patterson.
Marshall.
And Marshall gets the 2 points underneath.
Just drove the baseline and made a reverse layup.
20-16. Here's Mark Mitchell for Franklin County. Mark takes it to the hoop. He scores, and he is fouled.
There were 2 excellent moves on either baseline. First by Carlos Marshall as he went down the baseline, laid it in. Mark Mitchell, the same thing on the other end. Mark Mitchell has fouled. The basket counts, and he'll shoot a free throw.
Foul on number 30, Calvin Yates is second.
Yates, a 6-foot senior. He has 2. Gillum has 2. Robinson 1. Mitchell's at the line to try to complete the 3-point play. Meanwhile, going into the lineup is Marcus Ferguson for the Falcons. Mitchell can cut the lead to 1. 20 to 18, 1:19 to play. Mark hits it, and it's 20 to 19. In backcourt, the Falcons get the ball inbound to Mike Thornton. Thornton gives it up to Brian Marshall. Timmy Gill steals the basketball, takes it down, and stuffs it. Franklin County leads it 21 to 20. The Falcons on their end of the court with the basketball. The three on the way from Marshall doesn't hit. Timmy Gill gets the rebound, gives it to Mark Mitchell. Up court, Travis Fuller puts it off the glass. He scores 23 to 20. Franklin County.
The foul becoming alive for Franklin County right now. And we have a timeout for the Falcons.
23-20. We're back at the Central Gym. The Falcons have the basketball. In backcourt, they come across with Robinson on the wing out on the right side. Kenny Wade for Franklin County picks him up. They give the ball to Carlos Marshall. Back out front with the ball now is Marcus Ferguson. The shot is put up and in by Dwight Robinson. 23-22. Ball rolls away, so they stop the clock to give it to Franklin County. Gallimore passes it in to Mark Mitchell. And the senior leader for the Eagles dribbles it up court. Mark's going to take the three. Does he hit it? No, he does not. And Kenny Wade is going to be on the back of Dwight Robinson on the rebound and commits the personal foul.
Something we didn't need with less than 3 seconds left in the quarter.
Not a good foul at this juncture with only 3 seconds left in the quarter.
Tony Smith will come in for Franklin County. Tony is a 6'2 senior. For Richie Gallimore, Carlos Trotter has been on the bench for a while.
He has 2 fouls, I think, is the reason for that.
For Franklin County. The 5'11 senior Dwight Robinson. First foul shot is up. It's good. And we're tied at 23. Boy, Robinson is an impressive basketball player. Understand he was a real good football player, too. He rushed for over 800 yards for the Falcons. Next shot is up and good. 24-23. Was the leading receiver on the playoff Falcons football team. Eagles don't get the ball up court in time for the quarter. It ends. We played one. There's time out on the court. And the lead, 24-23. In backcourt is Dwight Robinson. Robinson takes the ball down in the paint. He drives in. He puts the shot up. It rolls off, doesn't go in, but he is fouled.
Kenny Wade is who that's
going to be on Wade, and that will be his second.
Foul number 20, Kenny Wade, his second foul.
And going to the line is going to be Dwight Robinson. In the first quarter, Franklin County was 10 of 15, and Fauquier was 8 of 16. Both teams shot well. Shot is up, and it's good by Dwight Robinson. His team leads it by 2, 25-23. And threes, next foul shot is up. It's also good. Threes, it was the Falcons 3 of 5 in the first period. Franklin County 0 for 1. Kenny Wade brings it up quickly for Franklin County. His team trails by 3, 23-26. Ball is almost picked off for the Falcons on the pass to Mitchell. They'll give it to Richie Gallimore. Gallimore tries to throw it inside, and it's picked off by the Falcons quickly. Carlos Marshall gives it to Robinson, and here they come down court. Robinson goes in the paint with it, doesn't go. Gallimore rebounds. Kenny Wade up to Travis Fuller. Fuller down low to Mitchell, and he scores.
Travis Fuller behind his back dribble twice on his way down the floor.
There's a pass off court. Long pass, as a matter of fact, to Marshall, and he's going to be fouled out front, I think, by Kenny Wade, and that'll be 3 on him if he did. The officials are really calling this thing close here tonight.
That's kind of surprising because usually when you get to tournament play, the officials have a tendency to let them play a little bit more than they do during the regular season. At least that's been our experience in the Roanoke Valley District.
Shot is put up and in by Carlos Marshall. It's 20. Shot Shot is put up and in by Carlos Marshall. It's 27-25. Trotter comes back in the ball game, and Kenny Wade will check out. Carlos has 2 fouls on him, and he's really been a senior spark plug for Franklin County here in tournament play. Marshall shot is up, and it does not go. Tony Smith will rebound it. Gives it to Travis Fuller, and the Eagles bring it down. 27-25. Fuller pulls up, shoots the 3, doesn't go. And the Falcons get the rebound. They give it to Dwight Robinson. Robinson across the timeline. Down low, wide open underneath. There's Marshall, and Carlos sticks it in. It's 29-25 with 6:40 to play in the first half. Franklin County with the ball up court. They go to Gallimore. Gallimore to Smith. Smith, top of the key. There's Mark Mitchell, left side to Carlos Trotter. To Travis Fuller. Fuller to Gallimore. Trotter has the basketball, dribbles to the wing on the right side. Turns, goes between the circles. A 3 put up by Richie Gallimore. Hits nothing. And the rebound is pulled down by the Falcons. Of course, Dwight Robinson, right side. The ball taken away by Mark Mitchell. It's thrown up court. Here's Travis Fuller on the layup. It's good. 29-27.
Mark Mitchell that time. Give Mark a good assist on that.
Mark also stole the ball. Up court with the ball now for the Falcons is Dwight Robinson. Out between the circles. He'll pass it on the right side to Marcus Ferguson. Ferguson swings it over on the wing on the left side now to Mike Thornton. Thornton's going to pull up, take the jumper from about 10 feet away. A high arching shot. Hits nothing but bottom, and it's 31-27 on the other end. There's Trotter putting a shot up from underneath, wide open, and misses it. And the rebound comes off to the Falcons. Falcons out rebounding Franklin County in the ball game so far. Robinson down low. They give it up to the Falcons. Shot is put up by by Carlos Marshall. He misses it, keeps his own rebound, sticks it back, and the Falcons lead it by 6 now, 33-27.
Eagles standing around just a little bit at that time on that board.
Tony Smith on the baseline, right side, no shot there. Goes to Gallimore, down low, and as
Travis Fuller started inside. He's going to be fouled.
Tries to take it in the paint, and he's grabbed on the arm.
Dwight Robinson, his second.
That's his second. Going to the line will be Travis Fuller.
Franklin County coaching staff giving some instructions from the sideline and wanting the Eagles to box out because they're certainly not doing the job very effectively at the present time.
Ross Cook is in the lineup. He's a 6'4 sophomore. He's in the ball game for the Falcons.
The Falcon coach says they wanted to limit Franklin County to 1 shot. They've been doing that very well here in the first half.
33-27. Fuller has the 1-and-1. The shot is up by Travis, and no good. He puts up a brick. It hits off the back of the rim, and the rebound comes off to the Falcons. Down court, they swing it right side to Carlos Marshall. Across court to Ross Cook. Then to Marshall again. Brian Marshall has it now. Down low on the baseline on the left side to Cook. Back to Brian Marshall.
Eagles playing back in the little zone.
There's a turnaround jumper put up that doesn't go by the Falcons. They come up court with the basketball to Carlos Trotter. Trotter gives it to Rod Helms. He puts up a shot that doesn't go. We have a whistle blowing underneath. Let's see who the foul is on. Carlos Marshall.
Carlos Marshall, right.
That's his first, yeah. 4:16 showing on the clock. Tony Smith will go to the line. Still a 6-point lead, 33-27 by the Falcons of Fauquier County. You were talking about the Eagles, Don, being in that little zone defense, and they haven't played zone very many times all year. Tony Smith will go to the line to put the ball up, and he misses the foul shot, but gets his own rebound. Good hustle. Gives it to Trotter down low on the baseline. Trotter off the glass. It will not go up. Carlos gets his rebound. Tries to put it back. He's rejected. And the ball is taken away by Carlos Marshall. Underneath, the pass goes. It will not go down. Ball is being tapped around. Finally, Rod Helms grabs it underneath for Franklin County. Here come the Eagles, 33-27. Trotter takes it down. He's rejected, but he's fouled. I think this will be on Joe Jones.
I was getting ready to say here, after a furious first quarter, both teams seem to be settled down and getting some more rhythm of their game until that last little flurry.
Boy, I tell you, they must have tapped the ball in the air 8 or 10 times before Rod Helms finally grabbed it. Trotter will be at the line. Still 33-27. Neither team has scored for a while. Trotter shot is up. Good. 33-28.
First point for Carlos in the ball game.
Rolando Bell checking into the lineup for the Falcons.
Now, both teams appear a little winded at the present time because the pace has really picked up, and it appears the Eagles are going to that full-court trapping defense if Carlos makes this free throw, which he does.
They make me winded just watching them go up and down the court.
Brian Marshall has the ball in backcourt. They go to Bell. Bell across court with it now to Carlos Marshall. He's picked up by Carlos Trotter at midcourt. Marshall's going to take it all the way down to the paint, and the ball will not go up. Rod Helms again with a rebound, and Franklin County's Trotter brings it all the way up underneath. There's Travis Fuller. He puts it up. It will not go. And the rebound comes off to the Falcons. Good hustle that time by Carlos Marshall, and he's grabbed on the arm by Rod Helms.
The Franklin County coaching staff up, very upset, thinking one of the Falcon players had vibrated the backboard on their end, causing the ball not to go in, but the officials say no.
Going to the line is Calvin Yates. Actually, that was Yates rather than Carlos Mitchell. The 30 and 10, a little deceiving for me when the numbers are being looked at from a side angle. Yates with a 1-and-1. First one is up, good. 34-29, a 5-point margin by the Falcons. Yates will have one left. His team leads it 34-29, 3:17 to play in the half. It's up, it's no good, and Mitchell has the rebound for Franklin County. Mark brings it down. He'll pull up in the paint, take the jumper. It will not go, but it didn't matter. The whistle had already blown, and we had a foul.
Foul's going to be on number 10, Carlos Marshall, for the Falcons.
That's number 2 on Carlos.
Mitchell will go to the line for Franklin County. 34-29 is the score. Timmy Gill getting set to check back in. Mitchell puts it up. It doesn't go, and the rebound is eventually grabbed after rolling around for a while by the Falcons as Mike Thornton comes up with it. In backcourt is Brian Marshall coming up on Travis Fuller, and Franklin County's Tony Smith bats the ball away, but the Eagles can't hang on to it. And it's picked up by Mike Thornton. Thornton will give it up out front to Brian Marshall. Then they'll take it into paint, and a jump shot is put up that does not go. And there's a good box out, and the shot put back by the Falcons. It doesn't go. They get the rebound again and put it back. Thornton, good job that time by Mike Thornton, the 6'3 senior. 36-29, the Falcons by 7.
Just good execution on the box out on the offensive board.
Mark Mitchell has the ball. He'll take it down for Franklin County. Puts it up, doesn't go. Fuller gets the rebound. He puts it back. He scores, and he's fouled. Well, I'll tell you what, you really do have to give the Falcons a lot of credit. They really do hit the boards. They aren't very big, but everybody on the team is a leaper. And they really have out-rebounded Franklin County.
Those teams playing very hard right now as both Mark Mitchell and Mike Thornton on the floor after that play.
36-31. Fuller will try to complete the three-point play. Fuller shot is in the air. It's good. 36-32 in backcourt. The Falcons get the ball inbound to Carlos Marshall. Trotter working on him defensively, heading up court. The ball is knocked out of bounds by Carlos Trotter. And the Falcons